All right, we're here. Let's go. Let's get this party started. Oh. Whew. This is wow, this is another day of creating at this point because oh man, I painted earlier today and now I am about to put together yesterday's painting into a 6-paneled hexaptych. It's like 2 words. It should be hyphenated, but whatever. So let me share with you guys what it is that I have been doing. So I believe I started painting in 2025. I mean, oh my gosh. In 2023, I started painting, and I felt like there was something that had been calling me in order to do abstraction. And so I had developed this idea that I could create, I could just create abstract. I didn't necessarily have to paint a portrait or a fish or something, something, something. And so I just kept going. And today I have a few hundred pieces. I think I have 300 pieces in this house right now. And I was hoping that I could do more along the way. And I didn't believe that anything would stifle me. I didn't believe that what I was creating was negative. I didn't believe what I was creating was not possible, because I kept making something that was consistent. And so I made consistent things that I could go back to, right? I felt like it was easy to go back to it. I could be like, all right, well, this was cool. Like, I'll think of something tomorrow and do that. And so that led me to about 200 pieces of artwork within the last year. And although I felt like I could keep doing it, I didn't have a reason to stop. I didn't have any feelings or negatives about what I was creating. I was just keep going, because whatever that means for this experience, I'm supposed to experience it. And I feel okay about that. I really do. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm sitting in the extra spare room where well, there's 100 pieces in here easy. And I lined the entire wall with all of the large 24 by 36 size canvas pieces are. So for day one, I take the large canvas, I place it down, and then I take these 8 by 10s and I paint them first. And then I allow whatever drips from this, I take it and I put it onto the large side canvas. And so this would be like the toxic waters that I paint first. And then the other one becomes the results, or the animals or the plants or fauna that I create. So the background is what the result of this start of the paint, but it's all in reverse, because I kept thinking of how these large ones were like the point of reference, right? So I add more details onto these than I do these sometimes. And I establish that they come first, and this is the result. if that makes sense. So that's how I usually have been doing these. And I saw one day that I was trying to figure out how to include this artwork. So I was like, there has to be some type of way. So I started looking at the ways that I could apply this to this large piece. And then something had these two large doors, right? The doors went from, they went from this to this, and then they would just open up like this. And then it would be another story or a picture or portrait or something of that on the inside. And then you could see this flat space as another picture. So I was like, what the heck is that? And they called it a triptych. And so I was like, oh, that's an interesting name. I've never said that. I've never spoken those words before as if it was a different language. And that's what I still feel like, that this is all part of a different language that I'm learning to understand, because one thing goes to show you that we don't understand everything until we understand the language. Once we start understanding the language, we understand everything that goes along with identifying specifics about the person, about the region, about all of those things put together. And that's how we get organization. And so I was like, this is the best way that I could figure it out. So these are my triptych pieces. And this is the one that we're going to work on today. And I found this one as yesterday's art piece. And once again, I don't know if this is upside down or right side, but when I put the other panels on, then it tells a story of how I can figure out where and when these are supposed to align, because these are all part of the story. And so the more that I place and then I put these up against it, it becomes more and more detailed. So this is the start of our experience, surely not the last, because I enjoy what it is that I do. And I want to do more of it because I made it 100%, because I made all of this. What's up, Dondrell? That's the Grand Canyon. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. I appreciate you being here, Dondrell. First in line. Let's go. So I have to figure out which pieces fit. I have to figure out which colors specify the experience. And I think the darker colors help tell a story a little bit better than the lighter ones do, but it's all in the representation of each piece. Yeah. I like that one though. That one's cool. I wish I would have made more of these, but I didn't. See, this one has like a texture to it. I can't really describe it, but it has a crazy texture with a little door handle right there. Yep. So I made this one last year. That's crazy. Last year. That's wild. This was a good year though. Last year I had such, man, I think I met you last year. Oh man, last year. This might have been September. It might have been Dondrell. Last year, September, I think I met you. Yeah, I think so. September, October, along my birthday. I think so. Because for my birthday, yeah, I think so. That's wild. I think we did. That's pretty wild. That's cool though. That's cool, man. I appreciate you joining the stream, man. not even joining the stream, but just being a part of my life, bro. For real, for real. Because there's a lot that I take from, situations and talks, and I think you really helped me out, like figure out who I am, because sometimes I don't see myself and other people see who I am, which is cool. So yeah. So thank you so much, man. Thank you for inspiring me. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Just for that, man. Just for that. I like the blue though. The blue has a good hit. If I could possibly use all blue for these, that would be cool too. That would be cool too. Oh wait, I can't see the chat. I need to get my phone. Hold up. Where are you? Oh. Thank you. You said time flies. Yup, right around then. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm telling you, like, I mean, things come full circle, which is cool, which is really cool. And I was listening to your talk too, man. Like, I love how you talk things into existence, because not only are you initiating things, you're like seeing things through. And like, I appreciate and value things like that, because there's not many people like us, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's good to feel like you know what you're doing and you're inspired by your own, and whatever you say that is going to happen is what you truly believe is what needs to be, your existence. And I value that, man. Like, I was about to say, you talk like somebody I know, but like, I can't compare you to other people. I can only feel your resonance, uh, your energy, and that reminds me of a good experience. That's what it reminds me of. So yeah, thank you so much for being yourself, man. 100%. Yep. 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 Let me see. Am I gonna add? This one could be good. This one could be really good. I do like this color though. I do really like this darker color, but I do like the blues. But we might have to. Oh man, this one might be a little tricky to figure out, because I like these highlighter colors, but I think I'm gonna use these for a darker background. I think I'm gonna paint one of these like a black or a darker color, and then add these so they stand out just a little bit more. Because my son said he liked this one, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take it home," and I was like, "Dang, all right, well, I guess I can't use it for I guess I just can't use it." So, yep. Wait, you said this canvas works? You said the blues look good on this, not so much the red and black. The red and black for these two don't match? Or this one? Wait. You said wait. Because I as soon as I put them up there, I was like, wait, these actually might stick really well. They really do. You said that canvas works? Wait, the blue one? Oh man, I just removed the ones that were in the right order. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Oh shoot. Because I want to make this I don't want to make it a short stream, but like, if this is gonna work, I'm cool with that. Because I still got that other one outside that I have to peel the tape off. I can add that to the stream too. You said I already took the red and black one off? Wait, what? Wait, which? Oh. Wait, which one? You said the red and black one? Are you talking about this one, or this one? You said remove this one. Okay. So take this one off. The middle row. Take that one off. Keep this one. The one in your hand. You said keep off? Wait. All right. So like that? Oh, all right. I'm going to stop. I'm going to take another sip of water. And then we'll figure this out. Because I'm like, I know the feed is like a little like 2 seconds off or something like that. You said okay. So wait, you said now, okay. Oh my gosh. This one, put this one back on. The light pink drip one next to your knee. So this one. My bad, my bad. Okay. Yeah, because I don't have another one like this. This one I drew all over it. I drew all over this one. So I don't have anything that identifies with that one. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. My bad. It's like really delayed too. So like even the message is like delayed. All right. Wait, you said so this one works right here? Like this? Oh man. That was too easy. That was way too easy. That was super easy. All right, so each one of these need to be yes, sir. All right, let's get this going then. I gotta do the I gotta draw the, so if it's like this. All right, well, I guess I don't need to use anything else. See, this one was yesterday. So we're gonna draw so it's September. I think I put that like that correct. So it's the 3rd. I think it's the 3rd. Yes, it is the 3rd. Let's go. So it is 2025. And this one was, I don't know which one this is called. Which one is this one called? I like the colors. You said it's called Dope Art? All right, we're going to call it Dope Art then. Let's go. There it is. You said it looks like Dope Art water? Okay, let's go. There we go. I think I spelled it right. Let's go. All right, so for this one, I think it's this side. It's supposed to be correct. So this was yesterday. This one is oh wait, this one was the bug. Wait. This was the fly. There was a fly that landed on this one. I like that one. Okay. September 3rd, 2025. So that's called the fly, because there was a fly that had landed on this one and made its way all the way through the orange. And I was like, whoa, what the heck is it doing? Like, it was like crossing and everything. I was like, yo, it's just like swimming in the paint. Yeah. And that was really weird. That was such a weird experience. I was like, this dude, I know this dude don't think that he gonna make it, but he definitely did not make it. He definitely died. And I felt bad for him because I was like, you know, he could have made it out, but I was like, he was already drinking the daggone paint at that point. Like, there was no way that he was gonna make it out. So yeah. Yep. I'm so sorry, Mr. Fly. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yep. Yep. I felt real bad for that fly. I was like, yo, he didn't have to die like that at all. At all. But he definitely tried to swim across this paint. And he did not get far at all. Nope. But he had like green and stuff on him. I was like, that was his colors. That was his high school colors or something. Yeah. But as I looked at him, I was like, he doesn't have the same like properties as the other flies did, but he was the real one though. He was the realest fly I ever seen. It was on my stream yesterday. The whole entire part of that paint was him crawling through. There he is right there. Rest in peace. Right there. Yep. That was the fly yesterday. Yo, check out the live stream yesterday. I swear that thing was just crawling through the paint like he was like he was just getting it. Like for real. It was getting it. Getting it. I had to take him off because I was like, you can't stay on this paint. You just, well, he probably could have. That would have been, yeah, that probably would have been dope though. Just, yeah, it's just been stuck. But I out of respect. Well, then again, maybe I don't know. Maybe I could have. All right, that is what yesterday's art looked like. The fly. Yep. That was so crazy. I probably should have just left them up there. I probably should have. And this one, you said, wait. I missed a bunch of those. Wait, the green one on the right there, Forrest Gump. Oh man, I didn't see that message. Dang it. What's up, the human? Was good. Everything is good right now. Chilling. Same. I'm about to work on the magic school bus. That sounds like awesome. Hey, I was going to mention it, but that's what's up. What about this one though? I think this one goes like this. Let's look at this. Let me see. Yep, it's like this. It's like that. It's like this in a. Yeah, that fly was wild. I probably should have left them up there. September 3rd. 2025. Global warming. Okay. Okay. Global. How you spell that? GE. Global warming. That's a good title. That's a really good title. And I only say that because this art will still be here after all of that is said and done. Isn't that crazy? No, it's not actually crazy. That's reality. Somebody will be like, look at all of this human stuff we found. Look at all of these weird things they painted from their visuals. Such weird humans, human colored beings. I think we're going to change that. I think the cycle of the world is changing as it is in general. Maybe somebody might be like trying to fast track everything, but yeah, I think it's part of the change of our experience in existence. Yeah. Yep. So it looks like heat waves. Okay. A word I learned today. Entropy. Oh my gosh. Why? Yeah. That's an interesting ass word too. That is one interesting ass word, Dondro. See, I told you our connection is something else. It's got to be. It has to be. Yeah. Yeah, that is a weird word. You said just keep creating. The youth needs to see it. I believe so. I believe that's exactly what it is. Somebody who was like, because I'm 40 now, right? Somebody told me that I was an uncle. Like somebody called me an uncle. And I didn't respond to it as like I usually want to respond to things. I just let it like cinder because I was like, he's obviously younger than me. So I guess he feels like he could use words like that to describe people. Because I mean, if you'd have called me, the N-word or something, I'd have been like, not really, but I never stopped him when he said I was uncle or unk or something like that because he's old, because he's younger than me. And I was like, well, what does that mean to him? Because if he obviously, I mean, it could have been respect or disrespect, but then I was like, not the fact that I'm not, but he could have been my relative. That's how I thought of it. I was like, well, maybe he's like he's thinking all of this is more or less like um uh he's coming after like all is said and done, and then I'm just proposing that I'm an what's the word, an ancestor, or I don't know. It was like really weird. So like whenever I think of younger people at this time and point, I don't think of it like, oh, they're kids, or look at these young kids or stuff like that. I just think of them as people. Like my son is a person, and I don't want people to be like, oh, like you're such a little young boy, and you're just a little boy. I call him my big guy, because as soon as I start calling him anything else, then he's going to refer to that as what people are going to see, his stature, his color of his skin. And I was like, that feels weird when people automatically give you something that you didn't give them. Like, he would have anything he would have said, well, that's not what my name is. It can't be what my name is, because that's not who I am. It's not. So when the guy said Unc, I'm being like long drawn out on this one, but it was weird because I was like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, is that a positive, or is he just trying to be like respective? But then again, I was like, he could see what my name was. So I was like, why he called me that? Like, he could, like I said, he could have been saying the N-word, and we could have just been like, well, like, just because the color of my skin doesn't give you, like authorization. But it was weird. I don't know. I'm off topic. But I think you get what I'm saying. Like, it's so different. And now I'm a unk now. like I'm an Uncle Monkey or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, I don't understand. Like, you're an Uncle Monkey. But how about this one? Oh man, sorry, I'm just so like offbeat on that one. It said the youth needs to see it. And I understand that perspective. The youth needs to see something that they have yet to create in their life. And I justify that as reasonable. Like, I'm doing this all because somebody who's going to come after, somebody younger than me, is going to be inspired by what I'm doing. 100%. I believe that. And so those are facts. There's nothing I can do about those, because those are 100% facts in this experience. So 100%, like for real. Yeah. So that's why I keep doing it. Because I inspire my son. We draw together. Like, we make things that, let me see, what else? I don't know if there's anything else in here that we made together, because most of the art is mine. Everything that his is out there, on the walls, or yeah, he's got a folder. If anything's on paper, he's got a folder, and he just puts everything in there too. So you said 40? Yeah, I'm 40. Yeah, I'll be 41 this year. Yeah. You're right. We don't crack. I don't do crazy stuff. So I take care of I try to take care of my body as best as possible. I use sound waves. I just do a bunch of different stuff. I work out every day. I work out twice a day. We go for walks. We just finished, before I started streaming, my son and I went for a walk. We walk like 3 times a day. You said he's 7 foot sitting on the floor making art. I feel like it. I'm glad y'all can see my legs in the in the camera. Oh my gosh. She said that's real Christmas lights. Wait, which one? This one's Christmas lights? Okay, we'll do Christmas lights then. Wait, you see the Christmas lights on the floor? How did you see the Christmas lights? Wait, how do you see Christmas lights? I do have Christmas lights in here. Are you talking about this one is Christmas lights? I was like, wait, oops. So, wow. You said Vineyard Verizon. Got it. You said Christmas lights. I like that. Sorry, I'm trying to backtrack and keep up with the with the chat's descriptions. It's funny. Yes. Yes. Oh, wait. This one was. Yes, I hear you. I still can hear you. Wait, this wasn't September. All right, well, we're just going to do September 3rd and 2nd, 2020. 2025. And this one is Vineyard Christmas. I like that one. It's Vineyard Christmas. That's what we got. Yes. Do I? No. I know you're handsome. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. How about that one? This one's a different depiction. And I'm hoping I can put this one somewhere. The colors on this one were so much more brighter, but it's like dull now. It's like a dull. I don't know. I don't know. Oh no. Let's see. We're gonna have to figure out a title for this one. This one also is September 2nd, 2025. Huh? You said Screwberry? I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not where you're at right now. I'm gonna call this one Screwed and Mushed Berry. Perfect. Perfect. That's what that one is called. Yo, the lighting in here is crazy. I need to get some more lights. Yeah. We are. Why would we not? Why would we not? Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. Yep. I did when we first moved in. I really did enjoy this room. I really did. Just never used it. I really did. I had this room for 2 years and I never used it. How about those apples? And I'm buying a house right now, so the plan is to move into a larger place with new appliances, new experiences, hopefully tons and tons of new experiences, because, well, that is what I'm looking for. Yep. New experiences. I feel like all I did here when I'm living here, all I felt like I was planning something, just always planning, never like settled. Just I have to constantly do something, plan. I never really felt like I was living here at all, 100%. I don't know why. I mean, other than the fact that my actions based everything, but I just never felt like I was living here. ever. Not one single day did I feel like I was like, oh yeah, this is my home for nope. Nope, not one single day. Nope. So hopefully this house brings me that feeling, and I could find a partner, and I could find relief, and I could find everything that I say I truly need because, well, because I made it. I made it. I made it. That house is brand freaking new too. All brand new appliances. All of them. Let's go. All right, so we got to put this thing together because as soon as I lift this up, they all slide down. So we got to make sure that these are completely attached to this in the best way that I understand carpentry, because in order to keep something forever, you have to make sure that it stays no matter what. And so that is and will be the goal. As far, that is the goal. So what we got to do is we got to get some of these pieces so they can be doors into a day that I experienced. That's all these are just doors. They're stories of my entire day. There's stories of my streams. There's stories of my positive energy, because when somebody looks at it, they're not going to be like, oh, this looks like a day where he was angry or upset or he hated people. Like, they won't find that at all in any of those that I create. I mean, maybe some of them, but it depends on what the perspective of the person is. But this is what I tell myself, because I'm creating, or actually I'm just using energy. That's basically how it comes down to. I'm just using energy. That's really it. You said, looks like a mushed strawberry. Got it. I got, what you said, I got it. Oh, it got, got fucked up, huh? You said you have a mansion? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a mansion for sure. It's 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's huge. Yep. You said, you know what? Maybe it's true when they say there's no place like home. Home could be wherever we are. It's your sanctuary. It's got to bring peace. This place, I'm not even going to lie. This place was 100% everything that I needed. When I say that I needed a sanctuary, it gave me that feeling of peace, 100%. But I don't feel like I'm at home. I feel like all the appliances, I feel like all of the spaces are not meant to be used by me, but somebody who's like living in a hotel. And that's what I felt like. I felt like I was just using this place as a hotel. You know, not like I did anything crazy, or, you know, the place was like trashed or anything like that. It just never felt like it was home. It felt like I needed to be somewhere else at some other point in time. And I just never liked that feeling. So that's where we're at. 100%. That's where we're at. I have to, yes, we are after I finish streaming. Yep. So what I have to do as well is I have to add little door handles for each one of these. And so let's see, I have 6 doors. So these are the doors that I use for each one of them. I think I have enough. Is that 6? 1, 2, nope. Yep, 6, exactly. Holy Christmas tree. It's 6 exactly. That's all I have left too. What? That's freaking wild. It has to be. Let's go. I'm telling you, I didn't even pick that out, but there's 6 doors. 6 doors. Let's go. Perfect. And so let's get started. We got to just do pre-drilled holes. Where is... You said indeed starts in the mind. I thought about that too. I was really thinking about if all of what I was doing was starting in my mind. And a lot of times I was like, maybe it is. Maybe that part of your mind is telling you that you're not supposed to be here or you're comfortable or whatever that is. And then I was like, well, maybe it's just how I'm perceiving. Wait, I don't think that's not going to be it. And I was like, well, maybe I'm not perceiving life the way that I should be if I'm specifically wanting something to, I think this is the one, but let me see. It's hard to explain. Like, I know what I say I want, right? I make good decisions on things that I appreciate, but sometimes we're led by other people's thoughts. And a lot of times those thoughts are not necessarily negative, but they push you into a different timeline. That's what they call it. They're not different planes, but different timelines. And a lot of people don't realize it, that we're that vulnerable, right? So if I tell you that I'm having a good day, and you think like, well, why is he having a good day? I want to have a better day than him. Forget his day. His day is stupid. Like all of this, people will push me like, oh, well, what makes you so, what makes you feel like you're having a good day? This hole is way too big too. Dang it. Sometimes our aspects of thinking conflict with everybody else's because they want what we have 100%. And I understand that. I have something that somebody else might want and they don't know how to get it. So they'll implement something negative, or maybe not even want to be in my life, because that's how negative they are thinking their feelings are. And so when I call it my sanctuary, I told plenty of people that. I told anybody I could tell, because that's the way I felt. That's the way that I inhabited this place. And other people felt some type of way because their living standards are different. Just like I just told y'all what my house perspective is, the new house that I have. Somebody could be thinking like, oh, I wish I had that and blah, blah, blah. But in all facts, like, you don't need any of that. You can't say that you need the same thing that I need to live your life. That's not possible. 100% is not possible. And I know that through experience of how we communicate. Because if I would have told 100 people like, I got this house for whatever reason and this and this, most people would have been like, can I move in with you? Can I experience what you're experiencing? And then that's how they try to get their perspective the same as you. You feel me? Does that make sense? Because like, what we try is to have these experiences for, I forgot I could turn these into, I so forgot. But a lot of times we don't realize that these experiences come with, dedication, or you have to make this willful in our experience, if that makes sense. Let me see. I think I told like 3 people what my house looked like. Yeah, I think I told like 3 people, and they all had something weird to say. I'm gonna move on from this statement too, but they all had something weird to say, and I wasn't expecting people to be jumping up and down and being like, "Yo, I want to come live with you," or, "That's awesome," blah blah blah. I expected them to have a feeling of, that they've never experienced before. That's just really it. But everybody's opinion is different. And once again, like, if you want to come live with me, if you want to experience what I'm experiencing, you can always come by, but you don't have to take what I say and try to make it your own. Because just like I said, I want to live in Japan. 100%. I told myself I want to live in Japan for like 2 years. I want to learn the language. I want to eat the food. I want to talk to the people. I want to experience something that I have never experienced in my entire life. 100%. 100%. Like, why can't I have what I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people say that, um, that's what they need. You know, like I want to experience some new stuff. Like, the United States is cool. That's where I live at. You know, the people are beautiful. The ideas are different. But I've had these experiences and thoughts for for a very long time. You know, I want some new stuff. I want some brand new stuff. I want to travel with my art. I want to go and meet new people who might enjoy what I do because I have a different way of perceiving life at that time. You know, like, that's what I really want to do because it's possible. And yeah, because I believe I can. I believe 100% that I can do whatever it is that I truly need to do in order to enjoy my life. Up, I gotta get paid. Hold on. Yep. Oh, Denasia. Let's go, Bess. Woo! I could hug you right now, Bess. Let's go. How you doing? Sheesh. Let's go. Oh, I told my Bess about it too. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Man, how you doing? How's your day? How you moving? Let's go. You said Japan's birth rate. Okay, hold on. Let me read this one. You said Japan's birth rate. Oh my gosh, I just coughed right in your face. I'm so sorry. Japan's birth rate is in a major decline. Many doors will open for the U.S. citizens. I can't wait. 100%. I I cannot wait. 2 years of living, you know, and even now I could probably plan right this second to go and live, you know, where I have to live in my house for a year at least before I can start renting it out and it becoming Airbnb worthy or something, 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 something. What did I just do with the other one? But yeah, that's my thought, and I really can't wait to feel what it feels like to open up the doors and to experience what it smells like. You know, what the feeling of being, you know, I'm not saying I'm going to be a citizen, but feel amongst the citizens as if, you know, it's okay. Because the color of my skin going to be some different stuff, you know? Like, I understand that. But that's the point. That's the point of me being somewhere where I've never been, to take in situations that I'm ready for. I've been to different countries. I understand how they treat each other. Sometimes open arms, sometimes negative, sometimes, you know. But for what it is, I'm definitely ready for it. What did I just do with that? It's hard to, like, oh my gosh, it's hard to get comfortable. Where did the piece go? The door just like disappeared. Okay, well, okay, okay. But yeah, yep. As soon as I get there, I'll be like, dang, man, I can't believe I'm leaving. Because it's gonna be that much fun. I'm gonna have my days like mapped out for, you know, a week or two. And oh, this is not far enough down. Dang it. It's right here too. Oh no, we're gonna drill this one. We're gonna drill this one. And so I'm ready, man. I've been so ready since I thought of the idea of me going to a different country and experiencing something um, that everybody can experience, not just me. you know. So I'm probably gonna see some familiar faces over there, and but ask questions and be a part of something that I truly believe is possible. It is possible because I made it. Like this door handle, I made it, even though there is a boo-boo there because I scratched it. I'll fix it later. I will fix it later. All right, so let me put this cap back on before I start spilling paint. Or glue, whatever one is coming first. All right, y'all. Let's get this. Let's get the sound of creation. Is that a screw? Oh, I'm still leaving screws on the floor. Not good. Not good at all. Denasia, how was your day though? I know we had a conversation earlier. Did you have to do the same exact thing you had to do on the way home too? Is that what happened? Is that what your day was like? Because you got to tell me, like, if that's a good or bad thing, because I'm going to reflect on that. I'm going to be like, you know what? We probably won't talk about how people get to work based on situations. We'll just imagine ourselves getting there. Just that'll be it. Just get there. Just find yourself there, because that's where we need to be. Because like I almost never think about how I'm gonna get places. I put that on everything. I almost never think about how I'm gonna get to a destination, only because like it's not like impossible. I think if I asked my son how he would get to the store, he would tell me that he would walk, right? And I'd be like, maybe. It just depends on what the situation looks like, but I don't think that we would definitely be walking to the store, especially if we had to get groceries or we have to pick up something that might be heavier. We're not doing that at all. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You said it's so peaceful, feels like another world. So, Dondrell, you said you've been over there before. I've never gone, so I don't know what the experiences are like. And I'm guessing that because they're people that live there, they just have houses. They function like everything is, busy and et cetera, et cetera. But tell me, like, what was your experience like for short-lived or because I'm interested, man. I'm telling you, like, if I had a partner, I'm telling you, if I had a partner, we would be going together 100%. But everybody seems like they're on their own, way of thinking. And I thought, I would have a partner at this point that would go with me and visit these places. And even if they were, they were busy or something, I would go just because the experience is worth it. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna go to Japan by myself, but because nobody wants to come with a brother. Yeah, nobody wants to go. I've asked plenty of people, like, do y'all want to travel? Would you ever travel? And they're like, no, not really. Not really. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That's not the piece that I want. I need this. I need this piece. Where'd it go? So yeah, that experience is like, I guess it's gonna be one of my own experiences, because I've been to Italy, I've been to Spain, I've been to Scotland, and that experience, by yourself is cool. I took pictures. I didn't really know anybody, so I didn't get that like, oh yeah, I got to know this person. With this other person or this experience with this, because sometimes it was like solo adventures and I just had to go. I just had to, because like I said, other people don't want to experience the same thing, and I get it. 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 Wait, can y'all see me? I'm just like under the veil of the cameras. I've been about 6 times. God dang, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. 6 times is sheesh. You might as well just know the language. You've been 6 times. I've never gone to I mean I've been to Italy twice. So I've had that experience through a little through and through. I've taken multiple flights there, you know, back and forth from the States and stuff like that, or different countries. So, but never 6 times. That's pretty decent. That's decent, bro. That is so decent. What part of Japan? God dang. Can I get this? Can I get this? Okay. Okay. Why are you acting like this, bro? What, bro? You say you're gonna go this winter? Oh man, I wish I could. Bro, you got. If you got, bro, I wish I had. I wish I had the money right now. I'd be like, you know what? This winter looks like we're gonna go to Japan. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I mean, my brother brought me a shirt that said Japan, and I was like, does that mean like I'm supposed to go at this point? Because it was such a nice shirt too. I really like my abstract looking, like it was everything. My brother brought it for me, and I was like, that meant a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you can see stuff, that meant a whole lot to me. And I was like, yeah, maybe it is possible that I can go to this place and experience it. You know, just like I said, like everything is based on our own perspective. So, you know, even if, okay, there we go. You know, even if, you know, we're going by ourselves, that's a win right there. And you normally go by yourself too, Dondrell? Cause man, I know you said you know somebody out there too. So I guess it's not that bad going by yourself because you'll just meet up with um, the other half of the experience. Cause shoot, somebody that already knows what they doing while they out there. Tops. That's tops right there. Tippy tops. All right, I guess Bess, you're not up here no more. You just stopped in to say hello. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I would love to hear your voice though, Bess. I really would. I really, 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 I really would. Yeah. You said I'll be going again this winter. For me, when I'm there, I'm not smoking tree. That's what's up. I've heard a couple of times you talk about it too, and I don't smoke anymore either. Um, I mean I've experienced enough, I believe, at this point to change my life. With I still have it, which is really weird, but I don't. I mean, not only because my son's here, because I don't really partake. Um, yeah, I don't partake under the influence when he's here. So yeah, but yeah, that's an interesting statement. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, yeah. Oops, oops, a little too But I do other things though, which is really crazy. My son always asks me things, um, because once again, he feels like he's in a different place too. So I have to make sure that what I do, he's, if he's seeing it, like we play games and stuff like that, but he can't see everything. He sees some things that I do, but he can't see everything, because I don't want him to get that idea. I get to feel and enjoy all the little nuances life has to offer that I overlook when here in LA. That's an interesting thing because like I always thought about going to LA, and the life experience would be like, a little carefree, you're living on the beach, you have this different perspective of uh, how a lifestyle is, when you're in places where I don't know. I don't know. I thought of the same thing when I moved here too. I'm like, oh yeah, life is gonna be good. I can just do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. When I came here and I was like, I can do all of those things, but do I want to get out of control when I'm doing all those things? Probably not. That don't make any sense. So I think I have to do this. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just reading it and then taking like parts of what you're saying because I'm reflecting. Um, Best, where did you go? Um, you said it feels like heaven. Oof. What's heaven feel like? I felt what it felt like to be inside heaven, but I never felt like heaven on the outer experience. I never felt that before. And I'm not being weird or, but you get your own heaven, sometimes when you delve into things that, you never experienced before. So I've had that feeling before. I felt like that um is matched because I don't know what the word of I have to figure out that word. Like humans feel things when we penetrate things, like when we go, like I was just say I'm sitting inside an airplane, right? I'm sitting inside an airplane, so I'm inside something. And that feeling of you being inside something is like a natural element of our um I guess is like our ornate abilities. Yeah. I guess that's what it is. I guess that's how it feels. I have to figure out what that word is. I can't even Google. I can't even chat GPT that real quick because I want to figure out what that word means when we as humans like are always inside something. We feel like, I don't know if it's like we feel like it's a conquering situation or if it's a part of some other type of stimulation that we're just not aware of our senses. You get what I'm saying? Like nothing like crazy, the S word, but it's more like something that we enjoy. And I felt like that because sometimes creatures of other kinds enjoy, like spiders enjoy making webs and then cocooning, you know um like I don't know I don't know what it means, but yeah, I think you get what I'm saying though. Yeah, but I enjoyed that part of, yeah, heaven. That's the part that I feel. You said you don't have to worry about anything harmful, so it's all fun, learning and adventure. Man, that sounds freaking like heaven. Sounds exactly like heaven. A place that maybe that's what it is. Cuz like instead of you cuz once again, you have to be empty, right? Sometimes I am full, but sometimes you really have to be empty so the experience is more or less um is more open for opportunities of um I guess fulfillment. Am I clarifying that correctly? Yeah, I think so. Sorry, there's a lot of thoughts going through my head right now. It's just been a day. It hasn't been a bad day. It's just been a day of conversation, and I actually took a nap too. I took a nap twice now. Yesterday I took a nap. Today I took a nap. Not sure what's that going to mean for my nights, but I usually sleep through the night. But I don't know. Taking naps are seeming to be. I've always taken naps too. I've always thought naps were pretty cool. I used to be a night owl too. I used to go to work at night. So you said correct? I have someone there. Let's go. Yeah, I think that feeling really, really helps. Like even I don't know. I've felt that before because when I lived in Italy, I had people who lived in Italy, right? So I would stay in contact. So when I go back, I'm like, all right, I already know that somebody's gonna be there when I get there, and that's a crazy feeling. And I felt that when I was younger too. I always felt like somebody was there, and so I didn't feel like I didn't not say I didn't have to prep for things because I'm already going to prep prior to, but you just don't have to do extra stuff to get what you feel like you should already have or should already be available. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a really good feeling, Dondro. That really is, man. A1 feeling right there. A1, my friend. Yep. Yep. A freaking one, man. Sorry, this is definitely, and even this experience feels like I'm doing something that um like another human experience. If that's like how you describe why humans do things the way they do, like, or beings or entities, whatever you want to call us. Like we feel good about like completing something. We feel good about putting something in its place. And yeah, and I don't know why that is. I have no idea what that meaning is. Like even if we're working on something, it's more or less like, I don't know, maybe it's that S word then. Maybe that's what the feeling is still. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I don't know. It just becomes like, okay, what else can we do? If I know we can do that, what else can we do then? What else is possible? And so at this point, I try to practice some things like, um, because I know what I'm capable of. I've said it before that if you don't know who you are, you'll spend your entire life being something else that you know nothing about. Like you will never actually experience who you really are because you don't want to. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. At all. So what I've been trying to do is experience what my powers are. And so all of this artwork will go to a a show and tell. I just basically what happens is I get to show people my artwork. They buy if they want to, um, and I'll bring the pieces home or something if that's what the case is. But every time I go, I tell people like this is my superpower. This is something that I work on every single day to get better at. And even when I decide that, okay, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do something different. I'm working on still figuring out how my superpowers are what they say they are, right? That's generally how I see everybody. I see everybody as superhumans because that's what we are. We just don't realize it. I told my son the other day some things about what I'm capable of, and I've been telling him that I've been working on it. And he obviously doesn't know what I'm talking about because he's the first. This is the first time he's ever heard of it. His mom has not shown him how to use his superpowers yet. Um, so a lot of which is, brand new still. So I hope that one day that we all figure out what our superpowers are, because it's what we are. We're super. I mean, not superhuman like we can fly or something like that, because we have technology to help produce lift in order to keep us in the air or whatever. We already have that technology. That exists already. But what I'm saying with our superpowers is more or less something that we can control with our own energy. Our own energy. And you say, how it is with traveling. The plane ticket is always the most expensive thing on the list. I get that. 100% I get that. I do. I get that. 100%. Yep. Yep. I think that's because I think if you add it all up, real stuff, if you add it all up, if you take a one-way flight, you'll pay less. If you take a there and back flight, you pay more. Not saying because the plane has to come back and pick you up, it's because they want you to stay where your location is. They don't want you to come back. There would be no point in you having to have them take you back if they know you're going to stay there. And so that's why the prices of tickets are. So when I usually traveled, and this is in the past, I usually got a one-way ticket, and whenever the heck I felt like coming back, I paid half of the tickets cost. Not saying that if you go into a different country, it's not going to be, more or less, whatever the case is. But in that thought, like I was like, okay, I'll just get a ticket. It's not going to be more expensive on the way back. I just know it's not, and it never was. And that's how I flew. It's just what was possible. So, yep. Yep. I learned some things, you know. I absolutely learned some things. I really did. But my superpower though. So I had to explain to a bunch of people what my superpower was. And they were like, you can't think of what somebody's superpower is. I have to show you what my superpower is, right? It just makes sense. Like Superman was like, oh, well, or what's her name? Lois Lane was like, oh, he's like, what's your superpower? And he goes, let me show you. And you know, he picked her up and took her for a flight. That is like the most profound way of showing people, what your powers are. And so when I was at the show and tell, I'm gonna tell people what my superpowers are, right? And then I've already shown you what I'm capable of doing. I'm showing you my artwork. I'm showing you what I spend every day working on. And so some may be like, "Oh, well, that's not a superpower." And I'm like, "Well, did you see me do it?" And they're like, "No." Right? They didn't see me do it. So where did it come from? I manifested this whole experience so people can see what my powers look like. Does that make sense? I manifested something that could be shown even though you didn't get to see the process like the behind the scenes, but I am showing you because I brought it there. I'm telling you what it looks like. I'm giving you the colors. I'm iterating how I created it. That's part of the manifestation. That's part of it. And now if others want to, so the cases of others want to do the same thing, I can show you how to use my powers as well, because I already figured out how the powers work. Does that make sense? Does that all make sense? So I have other being powers as well. If I tell you, you won't even probably believe me. So, which is very interesting, because once again, I would have to show you, because you're not going to believe me, regardless on what it is, regardless on what I do, you won't believe me at all. You just won't believe me. But that's just the way that it works. Like uh, what's the word? We're not. It's not like we're non-believers, but we always have to be shown something, because this world is a reality based, and if you can't touch it, feel it, or it doesn't impact you, it's not real. That's how us as humans understand. Huh? I'm talking. I'm drilling screws into wood. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we've done for a countless amount of years. Those who, those who said that they were prophets, or those who said that they had knowledge of something, others were like, I don't believe you, and will almost take your life because you said something that had no proof, had no real significance to how it would impact them. So if I took a flashlight, right, this is the wildest thing. So if I took a flashlight and I turned it on, right, and I put the light in your eyes and told you that what just happened was part of my superpowers, at that point you probably would have to believe me, because that is part of the experience of you feeling something you've never, or maybe you felt it before, maybe it was something that you've experienced before, but I did that, and that is what people ultimately want to feel. They want to feel like they've been surprised, or there's magic in it, or something, something, something. So I don't know if anybody else sees any of the videos that I create on this channel. I thought of making a whole nother channel to show you what I've been experiencing. But if you check out some of my shorts, they're like really specific videos, and those things I've been experiencing like my entire life. And like I said, it's not hard to explain, but like you have to be there to believe what it is that I say that I'm capable of. And so every morning I go out. Okay, hold on, let me read the comments. Sorry, I'm just like long-winded. You said once you land, it all works out. Let's go. I love that feeling too. I love it. You said, word, I will overcome this habit and move forward in due time. You don't have a habit. I don't believe that's a habit that you have. I believe that is you perceiving something that you have not fulfilled in by letting go, right? You just let it go, bro. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to like over saturate your life with, just let it go. Just let it go. That's the best thing that you can do for something you truly don't need. Just let it go. It's not like it's garbage. It's not like it's worthless. It's not like, it's a terrible thing. Just not something that you say you need in your perspective or experience anymore. Just let it go. Yep. It's just that easy. And if you don't think so, once again, just let it go. Don't overthink it. Don't let it be that. Just let it go. You said spiders enjoy making webs. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the experience that us as people, we enjoy that part. Even if it's like a natural, natural thing, we just enjoy it. Like we just, why do we enjoy so much? I think these are too far. Like I understand like we enjoy stuff. Don't get me wrong. But like, dang, we really enjoy stuff like that. We really do. We really, oh, this one is really off. What? I was really about to put that there too. That was really off. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we really do. Really enjoy stuff like that. All right, hold on. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to do 6 things at once. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. You said, as men, we must do something. And I thought about that too for a very long time. And it's been 2 years now, 2 freaking years. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just don't need it. Whatever that feeling of that I need to. I was just like, you know what, maybe I don't. Maybe it's just all in my perspective of being some type of like like a Sasquatch or something like that. You know, like that, like I'm a tall creature just needing to be tall forever. But then I was like, well, I could be short. I could be, the size that I truly want to be. Whatever, whatever that feeling of that is, you can get past it. Like you could just really get past it for real, for real. All right. You said create, of, destroy. We must do something. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I still have like really crazy conversations about situations like that. And I listen to people talk about things like that. And sometimes it feels like, yeah, I guess that's what we must do. We're here to create, we're here to destroy, we're here to make ours. But then again, it's like, okay, once we finish doing that, then what? We go to sleep. Like that's it. We're just gonna go to sleep. That's our objectivity, is just like we fulfilled it. 7 days, get some sleep, you're good. Like, let's see if I did this right on this side. Yeah, we're just gonna go to sleep now. Super sleepy. Yep. Super sleepy beings. Interesting. So yeah, so my superpowers. I think I wanted to talk about that because I realized that maybe this channel is not worth me talking about it. Maybe it's just like it's not really. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times there's like no purpose in me talking about it because I have to find other people who want to talk about it. And I think this channel is just based on me creating rather um than anything else. And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine okay with that. But when people say like, how did you do that? Where did you come up with that? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, because the universe talks to me all the time. Like every single day, the universe talks to me. Every single day. Not one single day that I ever remember in my entire life that the universe did not talk to me about something, about somebody, about being somewhere, about proposing something, about specifically blah, blah, blah. And then there's a connection with somebody about something. And I'm like, oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. I understand what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? So, and I've had that my entire life since I always remembered. I asked my mom about things too, and she was like, "Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember that being that. I don't remember that happening." But I was like, "Well, how do I have memories of things that, before I was born? How do I have memories of things that, never happened? Where is this coming from?" And so the explanation is that the universe is talking to me about something. Or maybe it's not the universe. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something else, And then I was like, well, maybe let me look into this because if somebody else has information about it, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's some other type of calling. And it's called sensations. We all have them. There is there are other kinds of sensations that we don't realize. Like I have sensations for texture. I love texture. Something about the vibration between the texture, my fingers, my body, like something about that, it just draws me in. And I'm like, yo, I have to feel that. Whatever that is, I have to experience that. And I get really emotional and I don't know why. And my brother told me, he was like, oh, because you're a female. That's what my brother said. And my brother said that to me out loud. And I was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, maybe because you're a female and maybe because those things are dominant in the perspective and the body of, a female. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe that makes sense. But then I was like, I have to make it make sense. So, and I was like, maybe that's, the closest identity that I have with my mother. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a relationship with my dad. And maybe my dad would have taught me something different about being a man. And then that would have been the perspective that I had for my sensations. So, but I never had that. And the last time I saw my mom was, what's today? Wednesday? I saw her on Saturday. The last time I saw my dad, my oldest son is 19. So I saw him 16 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So those type of situations happen because, not because I said it, because that is what it is. And so even if I would have had that interaction with my dad, maybe his male um, perspective would have been like, I would have had more of that, et cetera, et cetera. But so this is called, this is something that I had since I was a baby. I've always had this. I can remember things when I was a baby. I can feel things when I was a baby. I remember situations that other people would be like, no, I don't remember. I don't remember anything like that when I was a baby. And I was like, well, how do I? Because of my sensations. Because there is something that you and your mom bonded with, had a connection, and that makes you connected to your sensations. And other males try to find that 100%. I'm probably getting off track of what I'm talking about, but the realest thing is that we have to have those connections with our moms. It's 100%. We are organisms that need that. And my son's got it 100%. Now, does he have the same gift I have for what I say sensations? Probably. Because if I got it, he's got a connection with his mom, then that means that he'll have the same exact thing. He tells me all types of things that I've never perceived in another person. Sorry, I'm getting off track again. You said, ha ha ha, wow, you're so right. Just let it go. See, told you. Just let it go, bro. Just let it go. It's not yours to keep sometimes. Sometimes it's more or less yours just to like I had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I had that. Oh yeah, I had. All right, well, just let it go. Your next amount of experiences could be a habit. It could be just that, or it could just be, the feeling, of the wall. It could be the penetration of, the entryway of a door. Like you're trying to figure out what's your next, and that could be in the way, just because you didn't let something else go. It's kind of like baggage. You're keeping stuff that your body's like, yo, we could probably do something like 10 times greater and be able to come back to it as if, it's a new experience. Because that's what I realized too. I was like, wait, am I closing my mind to other new experiences because this is the only experience that I keep reliving? Does that make sense? Yep. And I think sometimes we subject ourselves to those things because we think it's okay or it's natural, but sometimes it's just too much. Yep. It's way too much. Way too much. And I have to be honest with people because sometimes when they say stuff out loud, it's really your unconscious. Your unconsciousness is telling the world, I need help. Yep. Yep. So once again, so a lot of times I see other people who say and do things, and I was like, okay, well, I'm glad you said that out loud. Now do something about it. Now go home and do something about it. Right now, do something about it. Because that is what the universe has us as communicate with other people. Like we're the universe. We're 100%. We are the universe experiencing in these like little tiny blobs of things for short periods of time. We're the universe signaling to other parts of the universe how something can and will justified be done in the world that we live in and that we create. And that is all this comes out to be. We're here to feel things that we've never felt before, either good, bad, the ugly, not known, known, but that's what it is. And I know that. I know, and I'll tell you this until the day I can no longer announce what it is that that is our purpose in this existence. And it will always be our purpose in existence. Ever, as long as you're breathing, it's always going to be the purpose. Like I said, I know everything that is going on in this world. How do I know? Because the universe has been talking to me and I've been listening. Yep. Little tidbits of things. I was like, oh, for real? I was supposed to know that? Yep, you're supposed to know that. This is why we're going to give you this information because you're supposed to know that. And I was like, oh, for real? I'm glad there's only 2 people listening now because right now, if I finish telling you what I'm about to say, um, yeah, you'll probably think I'm even more crazy. But you know what? It's cool because I made it. Yep, I made it this far in this world to give you the information that you don't even know is part of your everyday. Yep, you're supposed to meet new people every single day of your life. I don't care who you are, what you say you need to do, what your background is. You're supposed to meet new people every day because that is how the universe connects with itself. All these other people confirm that they're doing something, confirm that they are good, having a good time, enjoying life. That is what the universe wants to hear. If it's just like, oh, you're having a bad day, well, how do I change that? And it will give you confirmation that you're supposed to change it in this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And that's all it is. That's what it is. Just like we're allowed to communicate with each other. You want to know why? Because we're confirming that the experience is good or not. Oh, it's not good. Okay. How about we do this? So it'll be this way. And you're like, no, I don't want to do it that way. Then do it your own way then. But the universe is going to keep bringing more and more people into your life. So you do it the way that you want to do it. That's how it works. It's 8 o'clock at night. Okay. And yeah, it don't get no better than that. If you say, because like most people are like, oh, I need money. No, you don't really need money. You need the experience of money. You need to be that part of the experience because money is just an object. We can feel it at this point. It's all digital now. Like there's almost going to be, oh my gosh, there's almost going to be no point of reference of physical money because, well, somebody wants to change that. But in the end, money is not real. It has never been real. It has never been real. It's a form of contract between 2 individuals to make something real or partake in something that could be observed. That is all money has of value. We work real hard to earn it. Oh my gosh, we really do. We'll kill ourselves to make something that, sorry, oof, those are bad words. But that's what we do. We make that part of our existence the only reason why we exist. And I'm doing this right now, not because of money, because I am a creator. Money will come to me. It will definitely come to me. And however I choose it to, in forms of waves, in forms of little pockets of it, but it will definitely come to me because I'm doing the action of creating. I'm creating money. Does that make sense? I don't have to print it. I'm creating natural flow that money will come to me in droves, buckets, houses and cars and all types of physical objections to my senses. Yep. It will come to me in droves. But yeah, that's really fun. Life is like really, 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 really fun. Really, really fun. Sorry, I'm in and out. I hear you, BMI. I see what you did there. Money is funny. Money is funny, yeah. Like I said, I've learned so many freaking things, like, and because I ask questions, I learned so many things because I asked questions. I was like, well, why do we? How are we supposed to? And somebody will tell me something, and then I'll just get this huge like influx of other people who are telling me the same thing that somebody else told me in some other way and shape and form. And hopefully this is straight. It's like, yep. But that's just how it works, though. Yep. That is the definition of how things work. Yep. 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 But it's all fun, man. I swear, life is just an unimaginable experience of fun. Like, you don't know what fun is until you're there, and you're like, "Wait, is this fun? I think this is fun, y'all. Are we having fun? I think we're having fun." Yeah, like, that's what it really comes down to. Like, it's such a way, because once again, you have to feel things in order to know what it is. That's our body type. That is um what we've organized this body to do in all different types of aspects. Some people think fun is this, some people think fun is that, but you know, fun is what we make it. Like, this is fun for me. My son might be in there playing a game because he thinks that's fun, you know, and that's just how it works. Oh, you said that was fun? Drinking all night was fun? Oh my gosh. You know, and all I have to do is just believe that that is what you perceive as fun. Somebody likes looking at birds all day. We'll go all up and down the street to find birds because that is what their fun includes. And the only thing I can say to that is yes, that probably is what they consider fun. 100%. Yep. 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 Oh, my phone's about to die. Does that mean my other phone's about to die too? Hold on. Oh, sitting on my legs. That hurt so bad. 36%. Let me go plug this in real quick before we get out of here. It is my responsibility to not let my phone die. And every day I think I've let my phone die. And not saying that your phone shouldn't die, because it should, but just because I let it die during stream is the issue. It's just, I let it become whatever it wants to be when I say it. And that's what it is. Sorry, that was my alarm to let me know that I need to stream at 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. That is some funny stuff, bro. I'm a funny person. I am such a funny person. I really am. I'm the funniest person. Actually, I think I am. My son says he's funny too, but I think I'm the funniest person I have ever known on everything. Somebody said I had a dry sense of humor, but I was like, oh, I don't know what that means. Dry. It's about like cotton dry, or dry like, I don't know what funny is, because I've laughed about things that, let me see, have I laughed about? I'm trying to remember. I think even, let me see. I've laughed about things that people are like, so the point is, like, we laugh at things at a distance. Let it be about something that we got going on, it's not funny at all. But I like to laugh at both things, even if I think it's probably something, you know, that we shouldn't laugh at. I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna laugh at that. Because if I lose that feeling, I might not know what funny means ever in the rest of my life. Just laugh at it. Because maybe it's that point where your body and your mind needs to sync up and let go of something that you keep harboring as not funny. And that could hold you back from a lot of stuff. It really could. You could be like, dang, man, I really wish I thought something was funny. And you know what? Just think of something. Like think of you trying to get a drink of water, and every time you try to get a drink of water, the water splashes into your face, right? Just every single time, just over and over and over. And somebody might think that's not funny because the objective is to get the water in your mouth, but it just keeps splashing all over the place and you just rarely get it in your mouth. And that's the point of what I'm saying is like, even if it may not seem funny, it's like you have to relieve yourself from being like not what's the word? Not serious, but stiff, or I don't know. What's the word? There's another word. But yeah, and that's what I do. I think about it every single time. My son, he's like, "Oh, you didn't think that was funny?" And I was like, "Yeah." On the inside, I was laughing. On the outside, I just didn't. I couldn't find what was the same. But the inside, somewhere on the inside, was like, "Yo, that was the funniest thing." Like my son would make me laugh about things I never thought about laughing about. People, my best friend will help me laugh. She sent me a picture. My best friend, she sent me a picture of her face, and it was at a different perspective. Now I didn't laugh at the picture, but I laughed because the fact that she sent me something I I would have never thought was supposed to be. Let's just say she sent me a serious picture, right? And I wouldn't laugh. I'd just be like, oh, it's serious, it's a nice picture, blah, blah, blah. But when she sent the picture, it made me feel something on the inside that I've never felt before when looking at a picture. And I swear, I just started laughing. I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. And it made my whole entire day because I was like, wow, look how not serious we can be when situations, call us to be, just a normal blah, blah, blah. But it really made my whole freaking day because I keep looking at the picture like she really sent that to me. She really sent me that picture, and I swear it made my whole entire day. It really did. The small things, the unaware things made something so much more valuable. It really did. Like me finishing this project right here because I made it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. What? That is finito. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And nobody else is here. I appreciate y'all not being here at the end of the stream, but that's cool. I gotta blow my nose too. I think there is an infiltration of dust in this house that is causing my sinuses. But you know what? It really doesn't matter. We try so hard. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect. I'm loving it. I am absolutely in love with this piece. Let's go. Oh my gosh, like feeling flat. The flat chest of a building. That's what it feels like. But there's like so much going on that get back here. Yep, there's like so much going on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, there is a nail right there. I'm gonna put you in my pocket so you don't hurt my foot. No, you open up too. Look at that, y'all. Yo, that is bananas right there. That's supposed to do that. Look at that. Sheesh. Let's go. Yo, that is freaking ridiculous. Yo, I made this today, y'all. I made this. I really did this. Oh, you still can't see my face. Dang it. I want you to see my face, my expression of happiness. Yeah. I want you to see all of my goodness. My goodness. Sheesh. Let's go. I made this, y'all. I did. I made this. I am the greatest creator alive. Wow. That felt good. That felt really good. Oh my gosh, that felt so good saying that. Look what I did, y'all. This is my talent. This is my specialty. This is my gift to the world. Oh, this is what I'm capable of doing, y'all. Well, thank you so much for being here, y'all. Thank you, Dondrell. Thank you, Bestie. Thank you. Who else was in here? I didn't see anybody else in here. It was just 2 people, I think. There was like 100 people, but thank you all for joining in. Thank you for all the new subscribers too, because I've had some new subscribers. And guess what? You guys get to see, you get to see the background of all of this. For real, for real. Hold on, I got one more painting that's drying outside. It has tape on it. So I'm not gonna draw or do anything on it. I just want to show you real quick. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring it in the house because it's outside and it smells like crazy paint. So hold on one second. We're gonna go outside real quick. I'm almost done. Give me a few minutes. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. No. No. Yup. Basically. Basically. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, it's still not true. So this one right here is still drying, but this is the one that I did today. And I have to take the tape off. And I feel like if I put this on the carpet right now, I'm gonna get yelled at. But there is this tape here. Let's see if I can peel some of it. Oh shoot. Yep. This is gonna be freaking wild. I don't think I'm gonna peel all of it off because it's got a lot of paint that's still wet. And if I peel as many as I think I am, it's going to get paint all over the carpet or my hands. But I just wanted y'all to see what the heck I was doing earlier today. Oh, look at that. So yeah, this is what we're gonna finish. I got paint all over my hands just doing that. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do tomorrow. And I'm really fascinated by what is going to happen because I let the paint bleed into the strips. I like that. That's what we're supposed to do. But I let the paint just drip all the way down, added some different colors and some textures and stuff like that. So wait, hopefully you can see that. It's all a little off a little bit. But yeah, so once I take all of the rest of the tape off, when it finishes, I'm gonna let it dry. I want to see what it's gonna do. And I got paint all of my arm just now. So we're gonna put this back into the balconies area. But yeah, this is what we're gonna unpeel tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sheesh. Appreciate the stream. Let's go, Dondrell. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate your words too, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.